Hi everybody, Peter here from the Esoteric Order of Gamers. I just wanted to make a quick video to tell you about something quite exciting. Well, I think it's really exciting, and it's a Kickstarter campaign that's coming up. Now, I'm not getting paid to make this video, but I'll hopefully be getting the game when it's produced because I'm really excited about this game. And the reason is, it's made by Shadowborn Games, who made Oathsworn Into the Deepwood. Now, this is one of my favourite games, I have to say. And if you go back and look at some of my videos, I'll link to them in the show notes, you'll see me talking about this game and how much I enjoy it. In fact, a few years ago, I gave it my sort of Game of the Year accolade, even though I don't do those officially. But I just thought it was so enjoyable and it works so well. Now, for the last 2 years, Shadowborn have been working on a new game, and it's called Avalon, the Riven Veil. And it sounds very, very interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. It's being launched on Kickstarter on the 12th of November, which is tomorrow here in New Zealand. And I'll try and get this out as soon as I've filmed it. So it should be coming up very, very soon for you when you've seen this video. And it looks really interesting, as I said. It's an area control game with exploration elements as well. It's set in an Arthurian world of mystery and legend. Now, when I first got a notice about this, I thought, well, that does sound a little bit like Tainted Grail, though I think this one, even though it's still got that Arthurian feel, this is much more mythological and sort of about mythic beasts and legendary items, so more, you know, in the classic style of the legends of Avalon and King Arthur, rather than the sort of more grimdark feel of Tainted Grail. And also the gameplay looks very, very different. Now, let me just talk a little bit more about Oathsworn, because I've been playing this for a while now, and I'm still deep into the campaign. Basically, my friend and I bring it out. Occasionally, we do another session of the game, and then we put it aside, and we, keep going on the campaign as we go. The game is broken into sort of exploratory story-based sessions, and then there's a combat session. And what we do is that we play the combat session first, and then we do the exploration part second. And then at the end of the exploration part, you reveal the next big bad that you're going to fight in the next session. And we reveal that from a box of secret miniatures. They're all in separate boxes. And I don't know what's going to happen in the next game and who we're going to be fighting. So it's really nice at the end of the story part of the game to bring out the miniature and go, ha, this is what we're going to fight next time. And also it gives me time to paint it for the next game. So that system works really well. There are two things I really enjoyed about Oathsworn, and one was the story is great. The writing was really good, and the story was interesting. Or it is so far. I'm only, as I said, about halfway through. And I just think the writing is really good. So I'm expecting that there'll be the same level of quality of writing in this new game. The other thing that really impressed me was the combat system, because half of the game is just fighting either one big creature or one creature and some minions. And it's a card-based combat system, which is very, very cinematic and very fluid, and you feel like you're jumping around and doing spectacular kind of superhero moves and things like that. And I just love the system. It works very well. It's relatively deep. It's got a cooldown system of cards, so you can play a card and it takes a while to come back to you. It's sort of like a kind of action point system, which is influenced by the Conan game, in that you have sort of action gems that you spend to do various things. But it all works really, really well. And I think that, well, I said in my reviews of the time that Oathsworn really captures the feel of being in a fantasy role-playing game more than any other board game I'd played. So back to Avalon, the Riven Veil. As I said, it's coming up very, very soon, and there's a first day backing reward as well. You can actually get a dragon miniature if you back on the first day, so that's something worth considering if you're going to back it. It's 2 to 4 players. As I said, it's area control and exploration, so that would be interesting. And they say actually that it's got some crunchy Euro systems and push your luck battle mechanisms as well. So some interesting things going on there. It sounds like this is going to be more of a sort of traditional game than Oathsworn, that was more an adventure game. But it's also got that story stuff as well. There's 4 unique factions, so there's symmetric or asymmetric play, so different faction styles and things like that. And some of the story elements they're talking about are bonding mythic beasts, hunting for the grail, preparing for war, finding legendary items of power. It all sounds really, really cool. And also, I've seen some pictures of some of the miniatures, and they look great. The miniatures in Oathsworn are fantastic, by the way, so I'm sure the quality level will stay really high. And they've also got things like power swords and things that are made out of clear coloured plastic. So they looked really cool. I know it's a bit toy-like, but it just looked really cool to see this miniature wielding, you know, some green clear sword of flame or something like that. So that's a nice little original element as well. So, as you can tell, I'm very excited about this game. I rarely back Kickstarters anymore. Sometimes I'm very lucky to get a free copy if I'm going to do a rule summary and reference for it or do a review of it. But I don't do them very often because sometimes they don't work out if they're from less reputable companies and things like that, and they're very expensive. But I'm thinking, based on what they delivered for Oathsworn, and they did a second edition for it as well, that this is a great company. I've talked to them personally via email, and they seem really nice and really enthusiastic. And I'm really excited about this one. So, you know, think about it and go and check out the campaign. At the very least, go and check out the campaign, see what you think. I would be backing it on the basis of how good Oathsworn was. That's my little recommendation. Follow it or don't follow it as you wish, but check out the campaign. That's Avalon, the Riven Veil by Shadowborn Games. Check it out on Kickstarter. I'll put a link to it in the show notes. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time, and good gaming.